Hey, aloha, mother fathers. Welcome in. It's another edition of the Side Hustle Wrestling Podcast to help you feel as good as I look right now. I'm Kyle. This is Double A. Anthony Alford, as always, with you. What's going on, man?
I'm good. How you feeling?
Trying to make sure the halls that I'm currently sucking on doesn't affect my speech too much.
I understand. We should have recorded your walk-in, like when you do the intros for Raw, the arriving to the arena. Here I am looking like a youth coach in your neighborhood, and then you walk in.
looking like absolute trash. Like they picked me up every Tuesday morning or whenever your trash day is. That's what it looks like.
I'm just going to tell you, this will be one of the worst episodes of the podcast of our entire series. I'm just going to tell you that right now. Do not come in this thing because Kyle doesn't feel right. I don't feel right. I mean, I'm not sick physically.
No, I told you, when you wear a hat, some shit went down, so I still have not found this out yet, but I'm very curious to see how your attitude is during the show.
Oh, we'll see.
Because I've never seen Hat Anthony before. I've seen Mad Anthony.
Uh-huh.
I've seen Extra Gray Anthony, but I've never seen Hat Anthony, so I'm looking forward to that.
Can't wait.
You must have got an invite to someone's birthday party. That's why you're wearing a hat.
Of course. We'll go with that story. We'll go with that. We're not going to go with...
Did you get a bad haircut? What happened?
No, haircut's fine.
Yeah?
Haircut's fine.
Just felt like, hey, I'm going to mix it up today.
I felt like Coach.
Like Jonathan Coachman?
No, just Coach.
Just Coach?
Yeah. Actually, this is probably how I'm going to dress when I return my engagement ring. Follow us on social media and on the socials. All right, let's go. Show starting. Promo of the week. Let's go.
Is no longer Naomi sitting over a championship.
Yeah. Oh, that is true. Crap, I didn't change the picture.
Well, he did tell you this is going to be the worst episode we've ever done. So that's, dude, you're on brand. This is a great start.
Can we talk about Naomi for this? What did she do this week?
Nothing, right?
That's good.
Yeah,
that's fantastic.
Yeah, she
looked great. She looked great.
Yeah, last week she looked great.
Yeah, I'm sure she looked great again this week.
Yeah.
And she will again next week.
She's absolutely glowing.
Oh, yes, she is. What was our actual promo of the week? Can we play the clip, whatever it was supposed to be? Oh, Drew McIntyre. Yes. Go ahead.
Take that.
We'll
get that for you. We have
this isn't what you're looking for, Drew.
Well, I'll give you an official update on Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes is a little bitch.
Sometimes the best gifts come in a little bit of a tiny package. And though it was only 13 seconds and will keep us from being demonetized, I really appreciated that little nugget from Drew. We have another thing we're going to play a little bit later from another superstar. Ironically, I believe on the same show.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, this guy, we haven't talked about him in a little bit just because there's been other people that have forced their way into the front.
Mm-hmm.
You just forget how good he is.
Oh, yeah.
At all of this stuff and how good he was like leading this company for a few years, mainly through the pandemic. So, little reminder for you that Drew McIntyre's got his shit together and should be a champion again at some point. We'll see.
Would you be upset if I told you they are gearing up Drew McIntyre to be John Cena's final opponent? Would you be upset with that?
Yes.
I mean, we both have our ideas. I mean, if you listen to the show, you really know who I want, and I think Kyle's just jumped in on the idea. But if it is Drew McIntyre,
he doesn't need it. I don't need Drew McIntyre to be the one to retire John Cena. I need somebody who is on the rise, not someone who's already hit the plateau and is, again, he's as over as he's going to be. Like,
who?
It could be Oba, but it could
be who?
Insert another younger superstar that could actually benefit. This is like the Brock Lesnar Undertaker thing with the streak. Brock was already super over.
Yeah.
Now that did put him into another stratosphere, but
honestly, it really didn't.
Well,
if you really go back to that Mania 30, I think to your point, I disagree. I don't think Brock benefited at all.
I mean, he ended up main eventing a bunch of WrestleManias after that. He wasn't going to main event a WrestleMania if he didn't win that match. I think
he was going to. I think regardless, it's Brock Lesnar. He
was an attraction, but then I felt like he was a little more important. I'm not saying it mattered or not, like in the grand scheme of things. He was still going to be an attraction either way. but having that little extra, oh shit moment.
Mm-hmm.
Is that going to happen with Drew if he retires John? I mean, WWE's made some pretty bad decisions. They had Baron Corbin retire Kurt Angle, and he was gone a few years later. So I don't know. It just doesn't.
They see now. I'm with you on that. I don't understand. They kind of hated on Kurt Angle that last run. I understand, general manager, but it was odd.
You know what? The person who's getting some momentum now and actually may be fun because he's smaller than John, but it's one of the guys we've talked about that hasn't been presented that way, like Braun Breaker, like some of those guys. If this is going to be in Boston, what about Mello?
Mello's a good one.
They're both from Boston, too. Two Boston boys.
Mello's a good. Well, and then Mello. Well,
he may actually get cheered.
Well, Mello's on an interesting path now because of the Miz storyline. It's an interesting path. I will say, I will make a small case for Drew. If you want to ensure that John Cena gets a W on the way out, you could build up Drew. You could build him up. And then John Cena he's going to win that match. I don't envision a scenario where Drew McIntyre in a John Cena retirement match would beat John Cena. I think a lot of the younger guys that we want, whether it is Mello, whether it is, Obafemi, some of the other Braun Breaker, whoever it may be, you could legitimately say, like, man, they would benefit from beating John Cena his retirement match. But as we get closer to it, could you maybe you could make a case that, well, John Cena for sure needs to win in that final match, and you got to put him up against somebody who will not get cheered under any circumstances. Somebody who's going to make you hate them and is going to do the job of putting over John Cena to close out. But I don't know. I'm just making a case.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I know this kind of shifted a little bit, but Drew is still the center of all this. I mean, I think it's more likely Drew beats Cody at WrestlePalooza for the title than it is he faces John in his final match and loses. I think John would want to put somebody over. I think that's his mindset because he mentioned it in the promo to Logan. I want to give every time I show up. What can I give?
Mm-hmm.
He won for half a year again now. He was champion for half a year. He won for 5 months, whatever it was straight. That's what makes me a little hesitant. You want to put someone in position to be like, oh, that could be a launch into the Royal Rumble, into that season, into WrestleMania season, where someone could be like, yeah, I did that. Not like Austin Theory, I beat John Cena at WrestleMania, but no, Mello gets a springboard and finishes in the top 2 in the Rumble. He starts really getting some momentum, all that kind of stuff. But there's a way to do it, but I don't know.
Quickly back to what this is with Drew McIntyre calling Cody what he called him.
Listen, Cody Rhodes told The Rock to go fuck himself on Peacock. So at this point, it's fair game on Cody Rhodes. People can call him a bitch whenever they want. Also, no medical update in a couple weeks. What are you, Seth Rollins?
Yeah. So
rinse and repeat.
I'll save it. We have a new segment later in the show called Hot Take Friday. I'll save it for that.
We should both come up with 5 takes. I'm like, dude, fuck you. 1 take.
No. You know why? No. You know why?
Because you wanted to weed out the bullshit.
Yeah, I was like, I have, as you can see, this is how I feel about this week so far. It was going to be this because it's sponsored. It's Mike, our friend. And it's Drew McIntyre. He's just hilarious in everything he does. And then I will say, the other after that, open book. But we have actual topics that we'll do.
Yeah, I found a way.
But Pete, one more time, we go back to the actually play this video again. This was fun. Let's play it one more time.
Take that.
We'll
get that for you.
This isn't what you're looking for, Drew.
Well, I'll give you an official update on Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes is a little bitch.
I think that's going to go in his medical records. I hope they covered that in insurance.
Let's see. You had pneumonia when you were 12. You tore your pec in a steel cage match, and you're a little bitch. How do we treat that?
How do we treat that bitch-itis out of you?
Yeah, that's one dose of show the fuck up to work. I don't know how that's.
Yeah, we call that pussyism. How do we take care of that?
So with a schism.
Yeah. Yeah.
And plenty of rest and antibiotics. Make sure you take them at least once a day, preferably twice. to get rid of your bitchism. Yeah, it's real unfortunate diagnosis from Dr. Drew, but nevertheless. And there is a Dr. Drew. So
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Hope we take care of the symptoms. Our promo of the week. Heck, go back to the original screen. Our promo of the week still is Naomi. Okay.
We gave her 2 weeks to breathe. But Mike can make you breathe a lot easier with what he does. And to find a little bit more about that, let's take a look.
What should fans who might be watching you here in Cleveland for the first time, hey, they look you up on the website, on the app, they call you, what should they expect?
Yeah, I mean, first off, between me and my team, you're going to get one of us. If you want to deal directly with the man, you're more than welcome to. I don't mind. I love working with customers because I look at it this way. I have a lot of good life experience financially. I've said 12 years of banking. I've got now 2.5 years of insurance. I have a lot of money and just kind of life and financial stuff knowledge. So that's what I look to do, is to truly help people get from that point A to point B financially. It's not about just, saving money on auto insurance, sure, but if I can kind of turn that into a better discussion, really help people understand what actually insurance does, why it's important, because it's not a tangible. I joke when I leave that I lock the office door so no one steals all the insurance, but there's not just insurance laying around. So there's just it's kind of a mystery kind of component in people's lives that they think is a scam and all the different things you hear. It's not. It can feel like it sometimes. I'm not even going to say that it doesn't, but if you understand how it works and understand and have a person who you can go to help with those kind of situations, that's what we're here to do. That's what my team's here to do. That's what I'm here to do, and that's what I take a lot of pride and have a lot of passion in, obviously, as you can probably tell. So,
well, I know you said the joke, hey, we lock the door so no one steals the insurance, but it's exactly right. We're in a monocle with that.
There is a strong chance that last part made the air.
There's a strong chance. I hope it did. All you need to know is we're busting nuts with monocles on. That's all you need to know.
Michael from State Farm.
Ooh, full government name.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, Michael.
What's his middle name? We got to ask him.
He probably should have revealed that.
It's something crazy like Jeffrey.
Yeah.
Fabert. MJF.
Michael. Stop it. Michael Jeffrey Jordan.
Oh, wow.
Mike Fabert. State Farm. What does he do? You just heard a commercial. You know what he does. He takes care of you.
I seriously came into this episode thinking, man, I'm going to drag this down so much because I had zero energy. And then you opened your mouth and I was like, all right, this is great.
You need renter's insurance? Yes, you do. You need homeowner's insurance? Hell yes. Auto insurance? The way these fuckers out here drive, you bet your ass you need auto insurance. Mike from State Farm will take care of you. Kyle, tell them the website.
Oh, my Fabert agent. That's Fabert agent.com for all of our audio listeners. And, of course, the phone number 2 for those said audio listeners. If you can watch on the YouTube, you have eyes, read it. 216-932-6900. 216-932-6900.
All kidding aside, if you have a pet, dog, or a cat, and we talked to Mike about this, you need insurance for that as well. And then actually the most important thing that Mike offers is life insurance.
Yeah.
And that, all kidding aside, I've seen too many people without life insurance in general or good quality life insurance.
Well, we're also getting to the point of year too. People forget about this kind of stuff because we're getting towards closer to the holiday season. It's already kind of coming up on the end of summer. We're talking about Halloween. Then you snap your fingers. It's Thanksgiving. Then it's Christmas, right? And you're focused on family, and that's great. But you have to think about your family too in that situation. And life insurance is one of those key things that can really get your mind fully engaged on what could happen. And again, you never want to have those conversations when it's too late. You want to make sure you're proactive with it. Mike gives you those steps ahead of time. So God forbid if the situation ever arises or there's an issue or, the worst comes to worst, you are prepared, you're ready, because that guy right there has you covered.
That's right. And again, every week,
and that guy has you covered too.
promo of the week.
He may wear the singlet to your meeting. if you ask nicely. But only if you ask nicely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it'll be the classic State Farm polo.
Yeah.
That one
But
of these guys.
come on, we want a little spice in our life, right?
I know.
Yeah.
Their team does a great job. And again, the NWA Wrestling YouTube channel, that's where you can find Mike and Exodus Pro. Big show coming up. Don't look now. It will be here before you know it, October 11th, Saturday, October 11th here in Cleveland. Hexodus will be the next show. Already a loaded show, ready to go. Surprising, if you are seeing some faces that you may not recognize, it's because some of these faces are new champions. There's a new women's champion. There's a couple other champions and a couple other guys who have, briefcases and stuff, all that stuff going on. But October 11th, that will be the next Exodus Pro show. And you will see Mike. You'll see Mike from State Farm in attendance. You'll love it. Logan Paul, you're 100% right. Every time you think like, dang it, my favorite superstar is in a feud with Logan Paul. Dang, that sucks. And then every time Logan Paul knocks it out of the park. I actually, because I watched SmackDown late, I don't know if this clip we're going to play here in a few seconds, did it air on television? The clip we're going to play.
I don't think so.
I don't think it did.
Or it was at the very end and mine got cut off. I don't know. I don't know. It was at the very end of the show. The actual thing where he talked was an exclusive on WWE YouTube or wwhatever it was. The punch happened at the end of the show.
The punch happened at the very end of the show.
Yeah.
Earlier in the show, he had a one-on-one with Drew McIntyre.
Mm-hmm.
That conversation, I should have brought it up earlier in the show. That conversation was the only reason why it perked in my head, like maybe Drew and Cena, they could go that route. But let's play this clip, courtesy of Logan Paul at WWE. This is good stuff here. I didn't even read the Twitter caption. That's pretty good stuff.
Crashing out over John Cena, slandering Conor McGregor.
Fade Away Media. Great follow, by the way. Let's watch it, courtesy of WWE, Logan Paul.
The Irish. I've decided I hate this city. By the way, what'd you expect here in Dublin? That's what I said, bro. Everyone's a drunk, washed-up failure, including Conor McGregor. John Cena telling me that I take from the WWE. Yeah, right. You know how many fucking moments I've given these people? You know how many impressions I've given this company? Why do you think I'm hired? Seriously, why do you think I have a job here? They now know that I'm a great wrestler. Great. That's why I still have a job. Why I was hired here was to reach people who don't watch WWE. Yes, at one point I was an outsider. But for him to tell the whole arena and everyone watching that I take from this industry, the fucking audacity, bro. Take from this industry. Dog leaves every fucking week to go film a different movie. This is his vehicle to be a movie star. That's what it is. It's a vehicle for him. I'm here. I want to be a WWE superstar, not a movie star. Bro, he gasses me up. He start gassing me up.
Logan Paul is a future WWE champion.
And then just like pivot and pretend to be a good guy.
Logan Paul is a parasite.
It's like a compliment sandwich. Like he says all these nice things and then he fucking degrades me while pretending to be a good guy, bro. I know who the this guy is. Trust me, I worked with him. I was his tag team partner. I know who he is. Professional pretender. That's why he's getting all those acting roles, because he's good at pretending. I'm gonna fucking jump him.
Courtesy of WWE.
If you weren't interested in this match by now, you should be. Because, again, you mentioned it's like our favorites, and it's John. He only has so many dates, matches left. And he named the names in the promo earlier that night. People really want to see the AJ Styles match. So do I. They want to see these other people. Braun Breaker, Dom.
Mm-hmm.
They want to see Jacob Fatu, all these people. Like, yes. But we're getting Logan Paul. It's like, fuck. But whether you like it or not, Logan wants to do this. He has committed to being a WWE superstar. He's not boxing anymore. He had his podcasts. He sold the rights or whatever to WWE and Fanatics to be their prime sponsor and to, no pun intended, and to have it be on their network. Like,
see, that's Cena's problem. A prime sponsor. I'm kidding. I'm messing around. Go ahead.
But that's serious. Like, he's living this. He wants to be this. His brother wants to be the boxer that fights people and tries to win a championship that way, and he wants to do this.
So my only thing, you're 100% right. I guess maybe I should have a problem with this a little bit because that was a babyface promo by Logan Paul. nothing you explained it. I mean, nothing he said was wrong.
See, but now that's some of the best heels. The people that still get booed when they tell you the truth.
I know.
That's when we talked about Drew being so over and so good because he was getting booed, but he was being honest.
But Drew was insulting the fans, mixing that in. Logan, Cena is a pretender. Cena did gas him up. Cena does deliver a compliment sandwich. But those are three things I hate from people.
But, and you're right. But the big difference is it came out of Logan Paul's mouth.
I know, yeah.
And he is the epitome of I'm going to get booed wherever I go because people don't like young, handsome people that are successful and do really good and make a bunch of money and all that stuff, so we have to boo them.
So that clip was 1 minute and 18 seconds.
Yeah.
1 minute and 15 of those seconds, or 1 minute and 10 of those seconds, I'm like, yeah. You know what? You're right.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to jump him.
It's like, I'm going to jump him. Like, man, if I get out of here, man.
Hey, that's old school west side of Ohio, west side of Cleveland. You know, we're not going to we're not going to shoot anybody, whatever. We're just going to jump them. We're just going to fight them.
You know what? That kind of reminds me a little bit just to throw. Imagine if Logan Paul was around in the 80s and if Mean Gene was interviewing him. Logan could have cut that exact same promo.
There's some people, and you see this across all sports, that can transcend the era they're in. Mm-hmm. Like we all believe that LeBron could play in the 80s or whatever it is or something like that and be successful and all that. Logan Paul is one of those people.
Yeah.
Whether you like it or not, he is tough. He's strong. He's got a great personality. He's got great promo skills. He could go into any era, and he's got the work ethic to be able to put in the work in that era and be a star. Like he just has.
One thing that we normally don't point out, but it is true, Logan Paul, if you just physically look at him, he is built like a wrestler.
He's what, 6'3"?
Yeah.
225?
Like he has the look of a professional wrestler.
Yep.
Like that's just we're at a point now. I don't know about you, Kyle. We're at a point now where I kind of forget that Logan Paul does other stuff. That he is a legit professional wrestler.
He does a podcast and he wrestles.
That he is on the roster. That, any given week, I expect Logan Paul to be on the show.
He will do this until he wins a championship, like a major championship. Mm-hmm. He'll have his run, and then when that's done, that's when he'll kind of go and do other things. But I think he set a goal internally. I want them to have to write me into a championship feud, and not just a one-off match in Saudi Arabia. Like, I want to be in a championship feud with somebody to the point where they make me champion and I can bring that title on my show. I can go wherever with it.
Remember to take your cough drop.
Yeah, I needed it.
And remember that Logan Paul was in the final 3 of the Royal Rumble. It was Jey Uso, John Cena, and Logan Paul.
Yep.
And being at the Royal Rumble this year, I'm not going to lie to you. There was a part of me that, like, when it got down to the finals, like, oh my goodness, Logan Paul actually could win this thing. Like, legitimately could win this thing. And there were fans that was in our section that, real heel heat if Logan Paul pulled it off.
Now, he doesn't scream Royal Rumble winner to me in the grand scheme of things, but he does scream Money in the Bank. He does scream
Definitely
being able to cash in and be that heel that he is, that he plays so well. And
you know what? He is the ideal Money in the Bank winner.
Yeah.
Like, that is – because Royal Rumble, as much as you can say, you know what, deserving, this, and this, there's always going to be a hot baby face that you believe deserves that moment.
And you've got guys that need to win it. Like CM Punk needs to win a Royal Rumble. He needs to do it.
Yeah.
So there's certain people that are above him in that. I'd say the only other person I think that was more deserving of winning the Money in the Bank was probably Edge when he did.
Mm-hmm.
Like that persona, that gimmick, everything, the ultimate opportunist thing was he needed it.
Oh, absolutely.
Logan Paul, that could be his. He can bring that shit on the podcast. He can do whatever. He's
I am just thinking though. Now the mind is racing. If he were to win a Rumble, man, boy, that's heat. Not just heat though, but like
any of those major moments, Rumble, King of the Ring, or the Money in the Bank. If he won one of those, that's
like
huge.
Rumble.
Yeah.
I know the other things are important too.
Well, it's in Saudi.
But like Rumble, I know.
They may.
I know.
No, they'll give it. They have to give it to like Punk or Jericho.
I know.
Or those guys.
But let's just go on the journey for like 2 seconds. If they were to say, Logan Paul, this is yours. You're going to face Cody or Roman, whoever the hot baby face is going into Mania. You're going to face them. Like, man, I was just thinking of the crowd. Like, would people tune out of Monday Night Raw the next day?
You know, the only match I'd want to see him face for a champion, I would not mind him facing Seth because he hasn't faced him yet.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to see them attempt to get people to cheer Logan Paul. Because Seth's the heel. I want to see that because
I'm going to say this.
Yeah.
If he cut promos like that, it's possible.
I think at this point in Seth's career, because of the group he's made, all that stuff too, he wants challenges. What better challenge than to try and get Logan Paul cheered? I don't know. If that's WWE playing with their food a little bit, having fun. But at the same point, I don't want to see Logan versus Roman. I've seen it. I don't want to see Logan versus Cody. I've seen it. I want to see Logan versus Seth at that point, and I want to see a babyface Logan Paul going into
Let
that
me
match.
add one other thing. This kind of ties into what happened a little bit with AEW, but follow me. When people turn from heel to babyface, 9 times out of 10, the fans want to see that particular character, stay the way that they are. But you're just shifting, right?
Yeah.
Now you're after the bad guys instead of the good guys. But don't change who you are.
Huh.
And I bring up AEW for one particular example. When Christian Cage, at the beginning of Dynamite the other night, he goes into the whole, your daddy, or you have a father that like that. And then Edge steps in. I refuse to call him by his real name. Edge steps in. And it's like, no, we don't do the dad. And the crowd booed. Those fans still want to see Christian Cage be a dick. But he's a babyface. It's the same deal. I think it's the same thing with Logan Paul. You don't want to see Vince McMahon Logan Paul. The cookie cutter babyface that just doesn't, it's not him, doesn't
His
make sense.
personality won't bring that, but promos like that and having that realism part of it and just pointing out stuff, him targeting heels with that kind of stuff being fun, like people will eventually gravitate towards that. Is he going to turn everybody? No, because people are just going to hate him just because he's him. But
apparently in real life, again, he's very likable backstage too.
Yeah, it's amazing what happens when you have a personality. It's crazy.
Yeah, right. Logan Paul, unfortunately, he will not be facing Conor McGregor. Anybody facing Conor McGregor except the government?
I don't fucking know anymore, dude.
Who knows? There we go. All right, we got a new segment. Hot Take Friday. We'll probably do this once a quarter. I only brought this up. I only brought this up because I told you this is going to be the worst show of the year. After the promo of the week, I had
He says
nothing.
it's going to be the worst show of the year because I came up with the topics this week.
Stop telling the truth to our audience.
Listen.
So
Sent him at 11:45 the day. I was like, hey, how about this? I just get the thing where he just likes the text back. I'm like, all right.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I was halfway through an extensive report.
Yeah.
And I was just like, yeah, go ahead.
Dude, it was hard today. I was dragging.
I know.
I know.
Like, what were you doing? You don't have to say it, but the same rep I was doing it for, probably. Was it 6 stations?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've done 5 of those in the past 2 days.
Uh-huh.
It's nice for the number of reports, but it's still a pain in the ass.
Yeah. Hot take. That was not it.
No. That's just facts.
That's just
Do I get a graphic or is this it?
no, this is gonna be it.
Sick. All right.
This is gonna be it. Let me quickly go first, then
Oh, we're going to each do one?
I have one, but it's minor
I hope
It's very minor.
How old are they?
You
said,
Yo, chill.
You said minor. I'm like, whoa. Don't be attacking kids now.
No.
His name is AA, Anthony Alford, and he attacks children. Anthony?
I did that in a company hat. Wow.
What does he used to do, Pete? Huh.
Hello, friends.
Okay.
We are week 1 into the ESPN app thing, and as a YouTube TV subscriber, I do not have access to ESPN Unlimited, which means I will not be able to watch the pay-per-view for WWE. So,
Well, it's not till September 20th.
yeah, but time's ticking.
I'm just going to.
Time is ticking.
I'm seriously going to end it like next month.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to end Peacock before it renews too. And then I'll just do the ESPN app thing, and that's it. So honestly, thanks. You're doing me a favor. I'll save $40 a month.
There you go.
So
There
I'll
you
just
go.
watch a ton of sports stuff, I guess. I don't know.
All right, go ahead. Go ahead. You actually have a legitimate one. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah. So they did a thing last night. I did 2 nights ago now, if you're watching on the Friday when this comes out. I didn't watch Dynamite because I don't care. But when I was looking at the reviews, I saw Darby Allin's name everywhere. I'm assuming he did something fucking crazy. I don't know. I don't know if you watched it.
He was
or
in the
not.
main event. I didn't make it to the main event, but he was in it.
Yeah, well, I didn't make it to the start of the fucking show.
I see.
There's a reason why. The ratings are lower than they've ever been. They actually had the lowest rating 2 weeks ago for the Dynamite since April.
I'll share with you the rating from Wednesday's show in just a second.
Yeah, it was bad. Maybe they bounced back a little bit, but it was like under 570,000. Like, it was rough. But nevertheless, they made a mistake. That's my hot take with AEW, putting Adam Page at the top as their face of the company. I mean, Darby Allin is the guy. Poor life choices in the middle of being said guy, deciding to climb a mountain 2 different times. One time that bus saved us. The next time he decided to do it, all for a clip so we could play it during their All-In pay-per-view that lasted 7.5 hours. But nevertheless, yeah, mistake. Personality-wise, with the crowd, all that stuff, Darby Allin is, even with the 2 seconds he was in front of us in Cleveland when we went to the show a couple weeks back, more over than anyone else in that company right now. I mean, whether you agree or not, it's literally there. Listen to the reaction. Listen to the people. He should have been the guy that beat Moxley. It should have happened sooner. And he should have been the face of the company. But now they're dragging their feet. Like they're really heavy. Like they live in their mom's basement and only eat home-cooked food.
I'll take home-cooked food.
Yeah. I'll take home-cooked food that I make. And then I'll leave my mom's basement.
I don't even think my basement. Does it have to be the basement?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you're a basement dweller at that point.
I
You haven't seen the
understand.
sun in 3 weeks.
Okay. I do have a rating. Let's see here. So this is according to WrestleNomics.
Yeah, they do a good job of breaking that shit down.
So in the P2 plus comparison, which is every viewer, if you're the age of 2 or above.
Yeah, that's Canada rankings right there.
This week, 565,000 viewers. Now, it's an increase, plus 4%. The episode versus the last 4 weeks, trailing the average 644,000 viewers, minus 9%.
Oh, but don't worry. The episode 2 weeks ago was because the Little League World Series was on, so that obviously affected their viewership.
Yes, it does. It was giving away Orioles in the third inning.
I thought it was funny because I don't
I
listen.
heard.
I don't listen to Cornette too often, but he did say something like, I figured that would be competition for him, but because people would be going to play for the World Series and they would leave AEW. Not like that's pretty good. But
In the 18 to 49 demo, down 19%.
but they're doing great, right? Best year they've ever had.
Compared to so this is quarter 3. What is quarter 3? July, August, September. So quarter 3 in 18 to 49 this year compared to last year. Last year's quarter 3, down 27%.
Jesus Christ. It's over a quarter of their audience.
Now,
But,
I
everything's fine.
I will say this. Now reflecting back, it should have been Darby to main event against Mox at All In.
Yeah. Adam Page isn't drawing people. He's not drawing more eyes. And granted, the writing sucks and the TV show's terrible, and Tony doesn't care about TV. He cares about putting on 12-match pay-per-views, which again, do you really make all your money back with everything? I don't know, but I mean, hey,
Come on now, you have all of Saturday to watch all.
no,
that.
they have the max deal and they have the TV deal, so he will make a little bit of money, but he doesn't care about money. It's never been about money for Tony Khan. He's got money. Money's not the issue.
I will give a compliment to AEW in one aspect. Their show in Philadelphia looked better than the Playhouse Square show they did after in Chicago.
And plus, people watched it.
And, people watched. There is interest in the Edge and Christian stuff. There's interest there.
There isn't. There is not. Believe it or not. In the breakdown with that 2 weeks ago, I don't know about their quarter to quarter in the actual show.
Yeah.
The Edge and Christian segment where they actually came out and talked about getting together again was one of the lowest rated segments on the show.
Womp.
So even when they have two bona fide stars who were on WWE TV for over 2 decades, they can't pop a number. Like, this is bad. Like, TV ratings don't matter. It's not just TV ratings, guys. It's social media hits. It's interest in the company in general. Like, you are watching this go down quickly. And they may not get another TV deal like they got or in general. Unless someone gets desperate and wants to have wrestling on their television set. I don't know what to tell you.
Well,
what's going to change? Who's coming across that line that's going to draw ratings? That's going to pop anyone? There is no more CM Punks. There's no more whoever.
The thing that could help AEW again, if WWE's ticket prices continue to skyrocket, again, there's a opening for AEW to consistently put together a good product. I think I'm giving them a little bit of a shot because we are done with the Death Riders in the main events.
Yeah, but
let me draw back.
I don't know.
They main evented the last pay-per-view.
This is my point, though. Like, yeah, they're recycling old stuff. WWE does too, but at least there's new people on the rise up. There's like nobody coming through AEW. It's who you see is who you get. Also, with the whole point of people stopping and buying WWE tickets, they'll just watch.
So
they just won't go to shows, which is fine. But they'll still find 14,000 people to fill out an arena, and they'll still just watch from home.
We have slides for you. Take a look. So I will move back because we got some ratings to show you. So the weekly prime time, 18 to 49, this year. So near me, you see the 2025. The Netflix is a little bit more projections because, of how they're charted.
Yeah.
But the rankings right now, Raw and SmackDown, take a big dive a little bit to like under 50. AEW and NXT are neck and neck.
Yeah.
Dynamite's a little bit ahead in the 18 to 49. NXT's there. But if you note, for those of you watching, you do notice two things. The simulcast on Max kicks in. There's a big television drop with AEW. And again, we cannot prove, despite what Dave Meltzer tells you,
now remember,
we can't prove the HBO Max numbers.
Remember this, by the way. This is also 18 to 49. This is not the total audience.
Which is coming in a second.
Yeah, the total audience, you don't need a chart to just be able to read the number and go, oh, fuck. Yeah.
That's the total audience.
Remember when people were saying they were beating NXT? The developmental show of WWE is beating AEW by 50,000 people per week. That's all I want to say. And I'm telling you one thing, too. If TNA gets a deal with NBC or with whoever because they're partnering with WWE, or if they get Fox to somehow swoop in and do something, AEW's in real trouble because they can't say they're number 2 anymore. Because TNA will come for them because WWE will put people on the show so TNA beats them. Like, they want to crush them. This is old school. This is 80s wrestling right now. This is the birth of cable, all that stuff. They're trying to kill AEW, and it's working because AEW fucking digs their own hole.
The one thing that I would advise WWE not to do, though, is to put TNA up against AEW, but they're going to do it. They're going to do it. And the only reason why I would advise is because at some point your talent's going to be spread too thin. So
they won't use a lot of the main roster.
I know.
They'll use NXT.
Me personally,
they're all young. They want to work.
Me personally, I'm not that entertained by the TNA product.
I haven't watched it to tell you.
But So again, AEW has a shot, but AEW needs to consistently step their game up.
They just want to pull more viewers. Like even if TNA only gets 300,000 people a week, that's going to be less people because, believe it or not, a lot of people that watch AEW or WWE, they watch both. They watch the same products, and I can tell you that because there's kids screaming Edge in the crowd. That they all watch WWE too. Like everyone, it's wrestling. Everyone, it's a very niche audience. Like.
So
people watch everything.
So if TNA if TNA gets an actual decent, good network deal, let's just say for the heck of it, hey Trick Williams, can you help out for another 6 months? Stick around and like we can bring in some other, a couple other stars. Who would be more in danger of losing viewers, NXT or AEW?
So I think what I heard last was that TNA was considering working with the CW. Which, okay, put them on Wednesdays. They get 2 nights of wrestling a week. That wouldn't hurt NXT because NXT is solidified on Tuesdays now. But it would hurt AEW Dynamite. And that's the goal now. They want Dynamite to have collision numbers. Because if they start getting collision numbers, then Tony Khan has to say something because that's a 75% loss of your audience in 5 years. Like, that does not scream productive or successful. Downsizing your arenas. It may have looked great in the old ECW arena. All 2,000 people that showed up. I'm sure it was great.
They had a grand old time.
For the product.
Celebrate Taz. They were celebrating Taz, Kyle.
Yeah, that's great.
Celebrate Taz.
Yeah. Nevertheless.
Kyle could not stand my behavior tonight. I'm just going
to. You're what they call a menace to society. But no.
Finally, the co-host on that side of the table is taking care of the co-host on this side of the table.
Which is, again, ironic because I'm like 2 seconds away from just falling over. But no, I don't. It's all you need to know. I mean, you just look at this.
Just know next time I bring this hat to the studio, like 6 months from now, it's danger.
It's that kind of week.
Oh, yeah. But let me show you some other things here. So this is, quarter by quarter. This is the trend that I'm worried about. For right now, everyone, and we don't have Raw numbers, but we have Collision and Dynamite, NXT. And NXT has suffered the least amount of loss. SmackDown transitioned from broadcast television to cable. So their declines are a little bit more understandable. It's not worth covering for, but it's understandable. AEW Dynamite's been on TBS. They were on TBS last year. Same time slot, same lead-in, same everything. AEW Collision, same time slot, every week, same network. Those are the things that you're a bit concerned. Now, if we see these SmackDown numbers this time next year in major declines by quarter, then we're in trouble on that front.
Well, listen, again, this is the demo they don't care about. WWE does not care about 18 to 49. AEW is the one that said, this is the key demo because we're going to make fans for life. It's like, no, then your demo should be persons 6+. Because if you want fans for the next 20, 25 years that grew up with you, you have to cater to some kids. You have to.
Well, they're
going to be a niche. They're going to be a dying product, and eventually they're going to be an indie show. Nothing wrong with indie shows, but when you have Tony Khan's money, that shouldn't be the problem. You need to realize that you need to broaden your horizons to more people so you can actually grow your business and get more people to watch. You're lessening your audience. You're tunnel visioning it down to this demographic that you're sucking ass with anyway. So what's the point?
I wish WrestleNomics actually pulled like 25 to 54 instead of 18 to 49. Because truth is, how much money do college kids have in the first place?
That's not the demo. WWE's demo is legitimately persons 6+.
6+.
That's it.
But
there's no subs. It's been repeated until we bleed from our ears. WWE's for everyone.
I understand for everyone.
Yeah.
If we're talking about purchasing power, you're looking at people in their 20s, 30s. You're looking at parents.
Having a child who is 7 years old telling me, I love John Cena, Dad. I want his T-shirt. That 7-year-old has fucking purchasing power. I have to buy it, but he's the one that told me, and I'm a dad.
understand. I get it.
So, fuck the ratings. This is. You need to broaden your. You can't have people stabbing people with forks all the time. You can't do this dumb shit. Oh, it's fun. It's how wrestling was. No, the fuck it wasn't. It was not. It was all about emotion and storytelling. That's what pro wrestling was.
I think a lot of people think of like ECW. It's like the
Even then,
weapons and just weapons.
What the fuck
and
was
just weapons.
Sabu pulling out a fork? Like, come
But
on.
it was storytelling based.
At least be original. Pull out a spork. It's 2025, you dumb bitch.
Yeah, you should do a spork. I mean, what are we doing? All right, now
What was Seth Rollins' kid's teacher's name?
Miss Joy. I think that's what it
Fuck
was.
Miss Joy. What's more ratings?
This is the last slide before we go to break. So this is the if you say ratings don't matter, viewership doesn't matter, it does. But let's just say you don't. Let's just say it doesn't matter. This is estimated tickets sold average by quarter, year to quarter. And we know AEW, okay, Raw in 2025 quarter 3, 11.7 thousand, SmackDown 11.5 thousand, AEW Dynamite 2.9 thousand, Collision for collision only tapings 1.7.
The biggest problem with all this is that whether these asshole TikTokers or whatever, it's not a competition. You're comparing it. They say they're in competition. There is no competition. This is not WCW and WWE in the 90s. It's not. Not by a long shot. You could have said that in 2019 or 2020. Not anymore. They ended really fucking quick. It ended while Vince was still there. This has not been a competition for years and years.
If you strictly go by tickets, and remember to earlier...
Any metric. Go by any metric.
Well, in particular tickets. Go back. The closest point in this chart is 2022. Looks like quarter number 2. That's April, May... that's April, May, and June of 2022. We had just basically... Will we say that was pretty much the end of COVID-ish kind of deal? So that's when it was at its closest. AEW Dynamite, which at the time was, I think, the only show, 6.3 thousand. Raw was at 6.8 thousand. And SmackDown, I think, was at like 7.2 thousand. That's the closest.
That was AEW's high, whereas WWE's low was that point.
And then AEW's next highest was 5.6 thousand in 2023 quarter number 1. Ever since Jack Perry made the Crimea River comment back in quarter 3 of 2023, there has not been one single quarter until 2025 quarter 2 where AEW's ticket sales increased. Every quarter, for the exception of one, since Jack Perry was chosen by AEW over CM Punk, AEW's ticket sales and ratings have went down.
They had the perfect opportunity. Because Punk got on their first $1 million gate. He did everything they wanted him to do. And because he wasn't friends with the EVPs, who aren't even EVPs anymore, at least on storyline, it's dumb. It's just they're just stupid. Like they don't know what they're doing. It's okay not to know everything. Like it's fine. It's a problem when you act like you know everything and you say you're in competition and all this stuff, and WWE's just laughing at you. They're like, "Okay, sure. You want to keep talking shit? We will crush you." But like, go ahead, keep going.
And now all the shows going up against each other, everything, and it's like, well, now it's time to choose. And the thing is, a lot of people are choosing. They're showing you what they're choosing.
People are choosing NXT over AEW.
Well,
developmental show.
Well, the big thing's going to be now. I think now with this ESPN deal, I know at the end of the show we'll talk Clash, but they're going to stack this WrestlePalooza show. Hmm? They're stacking. Like there's going to be some matches you may say, man, shoot, that belongs to WrestleMania. They're going to put on that show. You said Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns may not make it to WrestleMania. It might be a WrestlePalooza.
Might.
There's a reason. There's a reason. Finally by quarter this is what we just talked about. Raw's in the green, by the way, with ticket sales. I know it's the Netflix stuff, but that's part of it. Collision had one strong quarter in 2025, quarter one, but just declines. You don't want to see reds. Whether it's red in your annual statements or the Cincinnati Reds. You just don't want to see that. You want to see the Cincinnati Reds. They're a good team. Do we got to talk about this? This is
Was that an actual picture from the thing?
Yes, from Jared King Lawler.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah.
Who the fuck? Is that Miz and Maurice on the far left?
Yep.
Wow.
That is not Shannon Sharp. That's
I
Titus
can't believe
O'Neil.
he made Sheamus wear a suit. That's fucking travesty right there.
There's Sheamus.
There's
There's Drew
bangers going on
McIntyre.
with that.
Vincent Kennedy McMahon, damn it. In Clash. Back after this. What should fans who might be watching you here in Cleveland for the first time, hey, they look you up on the website, on the app, they call you, what should they expect?
Yeah, I mean, first off, between me and my team, you're going to get one of us. If you want to deal directly with the man, you're more than welcome to. I don't mind. I love working with customers because I look at it this way. I have a lot of good life experience financially. I've said 12 years of banking. I've got now 2.5 years of insurance. I have a lot of money and just kind of life and financial stuff knowledge. So that's what I look to do, is to truly help people get from that point A to point B financially. It's not about just, saving money on auto insurance, sure, but if I can kind of turn that into a better discussion, really help people understand what actually insurance does, why it's important, because it's not a tangible. I joke when I leave that I lock the office door so no one steals all the insurance, but there's not just insurance laying around. So there's just it's kind of a mystery kind of component in people's lives that they think is a scam and all the different things you hear. It's not. It can feel like it sometimes. I'm not even going to say that it doesn't, but if you understand how it works and understand and have a person who you can go to help with those kind of situations, that's what we're here to do. That's what my team's here to do. That's what I'm here to do, and that's what I take a lot of pride and have a lot of passion in, obviously, as you can probably tell. So,
Well, I know you said the joke, hey, we lock the door so no one steals the insurance, but it's exactly right.
Small business owners are superheroes, but nowadays running your business means doing so inside your shop and on social media. That's why you should make Omega Video Marketing your sidekick. With a decade of content creation experience, I create dynamic, informative, and fun videos for your specific social needs that will increase brand awareness, get you more followers, and keep your social pages and websites current and fresh. I offer flexible pricing and turn times and will work with you to understand your brand and your story. All of that comes from the heart. My award-winning expertise is just the cherry on top. So let's get connected. After all, your brand is the alpha and my expertise is the omega.
You want a Hall of Fame business? Meg from Omega Video Marketing.
Meg from Meg. God, you're such... Don't worry, the embodiment of a human shit show sitting to my left, you're right. But yes, Megan Gallagher, she's got that covered for you, of course, multiple times. I believe 4 Emmys and counting. We always say and counting because there's more on the way. She's got the experience. She's really obviously focusing more now in on events and trying to really give you that big presence to really expand in that moment. If you're interested in the services, of course, you see the email MeganRG440 @gmail.com. That's Meg with Omega Video Marketing.
There you go. All right. So, I love the heading that I put together there. So Vince McMahon, 80 years old, he had a birthday, and people went.
Drew McIntyre quickly getting on the bus in a bad attempt to avoid being seen. He's like, fuck, no.
No. So you saw
Cody's still a bitch.
So you saw some of the faces that were there, and some of the other names: Michael Cole, Taz, Teddy Long was there, and many others, including Drew McIntyre and Sheamus. I guess my question is, if you were invited to Vincent Kennedy McMahon's 80th birthday, would you go?
No. Next slide.
There you go.
I told you that topic just so I could say that.
There you go.
Yeah, fuck that shit. I don't want to.
A couple names that were not at this birthday party, by the way. Triple H and Hornswoggle were not in attendance.
Stephanie McMahon was not there either.
Stephanie was also not there.
Cannot confirm if Shane was there or not, but probably not.
Probably not. No.
They're family. They don't give a fuck. They're like, Dad, I sent you a text in the morning. Or what do rich people do? They send them like, I sent you a Mercedes in the mail.
Yeah.
I Carvana you BMW.
Yes.
Yeah.
They do all that.
Take a car so you can get pulled over and get another ticket. I'll see you in traffic court in September, by the way, Vince.
That's right. Yeah, that's right.
Mark your calendar. September 13th.
Mm-hmm. Before we get to our last topic, again, our new sponsor, DUBBY Energy. We've been talking about it all summer, and they are fantastic. Your taste buds' favorite energy drink. It's not just a slogan; it's the way of life. And DUBBY will definitely get you going.
If you want a dub in your life,
because there's a difference between good and bad energy drinks that will destroy your body. This will enhance your performance throughout the day.
you don't want to feel like a dub. You want to get a dub, and when you would get a dub, you use DUBBY, and it's WGG. Dubby.gg. That is the website. Of course, use the promo code SHWP10 to get 10% off of your next purchase or any purchase from DUBBY.
A lot of good stuff. A lot of
Do
great
it,
flavors.
bitch! No, sorry. What's
That is the slogan.
DUBBY? Do it, bitch!
All right, last thing before we go.
Ugh.
The final main roster PLE on Peacock.
Well,
Main roster PLE on Peacock.
Saturday night's main event doesn't count.
That is not a PLE.
It is now. It's no longer going to be on cable. It's only going to be on Peacock.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, sure. Sure. It will be on my VPN list. Oops. So they got a show. I guess one of my takeaways of the build is that how Stephanie McMahon busted Roman Reigns' eardrums. You see that on the podcast? When she, back in the day when she slapped Roman Reigns, she actually busted his eardrum.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
I saw they did an interview. I was going to watch it at some point.
There's some good clips. There's some really good clips.
Wow.
They're good at. So you know what?
It's not a bad card.
It's a solid card. It's a card, kind of how I feel right now about main roster WWE. I need some kind of spice. I need some kind of spark. We need a number one talking point coming into this show next week from this show. And where is it going to come from? Because I expect Roman Reigns to beat Bronson Reed.
Probably John. Because Lesnar's going to show up.
Well, we would get because that clip we played when
just got off the phone with Brock Lesnar. Turns out his flight doesn't have enough gas to get to Paris, so you're kind of fucked, John.
Yeah.
Don't forget, you still got to lose to Brock Lesnar first. So.
I know. I don't. But if Brock shows up, fine, whatever.
That's honestly going to be the only real big surprise. There's no tease of a fourth person yet for Seth.
I guess to me, that's the. I guess
Becky and Nikki's been fun.
Becky and Nikki will have a great match.
I've enjoyed
that story.
The problem is usually when it involves Nikki Bella, though, the match unfortunately isn't as good. So we'll see if they can actually deliver a good match. Because if we're being honest, I know it's not popular or politically correct to say it. Nikki Bella's work has never been that great.
Well, and this is where let's see what Becky. Again, this is one of those situations where a great story overcome a shortcoming in the in-ring performance,
or can it drive her to have maybe the best match of her career? Who knows? We'll see.
Yeah. I think the order of the card will be interesting, too, because do you put that match, let's say, before or after Sheamus and Rusev?
Yeah.
Because, like, Sheamus and Rusev, that's going to be a hard-hitting match. That's the...
good old-fashioned Donnybrook.
Mm-hmm.
So basically just a street fight.
Yeah. So, how's the order of the card going to be? I would imagine Roman, I think, is opening the show. I think Roman.
Yeah.
I'm looking at this. I think Roman's going to open the show.
Probably.
Mm-hmm. And then
Seth will close it with the championship match.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so who's turning heel? Who's it going to be? Is it going to be LA Knight? Is it going to be your guy, Jey Uso? Who, in my reaction, I actually came around to your line of thinking. Because I'm watching this, and I'm like, wait a minute. Roman Reigns installed, like, hey, you're taking care of all these people. You got to finally do something for yourself. And then a super kick to CM Punk. Jey Uso. I'm not expecting Jey Uso to win the match, but could you get a crash? I mean, how would that look?
I don't know if it's going to happen because that's not Jey. I think at the end of the day, you want it to be organic, and Jey isn't that guy. Though it would be kind of cool because he normally can't talk because he's out of breath. So this time he wouldn't be doing all the bullshit. He'd be actually able to speak.
I mean, would you eliminate, if he were to turn, whether it's here at this show or WrestlePalooza? Let me lay out a scenario. Let's say Seth Rollins retains this title.
He will.
And, division, da-da-da-da. And then others break off, go their separate ways. And then Roman Reigns earns the number one contendership to the World Championship.
He would by beating Bronson.
You get that match, Roman and Seth Rollins at WrestlePalooza.
See.
And Jey Uso, somewhere along the line, selfish Roman Reigns comes back into play a little bit. But he's Roman. Everybody loves Roman Reigns, so nobody will see nothing wrong except Jey Uso.
Yeah. You told me it was my time, Uso. Oh, yeah.
And it ain't his time, and then Jey Uso steps in and makes it his time.
If Jay's going to turn, it's going to have to be on Roman. And that means Roman is truly on his own. Yeah. Because Jimmy's over on SmackDown now, and he's about to be a dad, so he's going to be out of the picture for a little bit. Sammy's on SmackDown doing his own thing. It will literally just be Roman Reigns.
Would you want to see that?
I think it gives Roman something to do for a while.
Yeah.
Because he's not going to win the championship yet. So next
that
year.
would be interesting. You know what? Like a feud for the fall.
Yeah.
I would be interested. Now, let me say this too. Because I am still against WWE using Seth Rollins' current theme. I'm just against it. He is a heel.
If Becky got new music, so can Seth. They'll figure it out. They have to at some point. Yeah. Now I'm with you because before I was like, oh, it doesn't really matter. But now that he won the championship, it's time. Like, make the changes. Like, you need to.
So if I could see a scenario where Triple H and WWE is saying the Jey Uso character as a babyface has reached its peak. It will not get better from here. Let's roll the dice. We need some heels this fall. Let's do this.
Wow.
No more yeeting. We're done. No more going through the crowd. No more of that. Like, I need Jey Uso, if he turns, to come out on Raw and say, you guys think I was a joke. No more. I'm going to be the new tribal chief, and this time no prisoners. We'll see. And then the fans are going to want Roman Reigns to put Jey Uso in his place.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting. Like, to me, something significant beyond Brock Lesnar showing up, something significant, and it's going to have to come from this match, this Fatal 4-Way Championship match. Something significant has to happen. Because I do think right now, WWE is a bit cold at the moment. I think they're doing good stories, but they're cold right now. I think something big, knowing that they're going to ESPN, and it's a huge deal for them.
Yeah. And no Cody on the show either. So
yeah,
because he's a little bitch.
Yeah, we got the medical diagnosis earlier in the show.
Dr. Drew was pretty adamant.
Yeah. No Stephanie Vaquer on this show.
So fucking stupid. But we're going to find out on Monday.
Sure.
What they're going to do with it. But she's going to be in. They had a perfect opportunity. Especially if you didn't know what you were doing. Like, just give her the title. She doesn't have to have an 8-month reign. Give her the title. And then if something else pops up that's more important, go for it. But
have her wrestle on these shows.
Like,
Penta wrestles every freaking week. Like, get Stephanie is over when she wrestles.
Yeah.
I don't there are certain things that Triple H is doing that is pissing me off. That's one of them.
They're cooling her off big time.
They're very much. It's the same playbook as Triple H does this every year with guys and girls who are hot, and then like, oh, we don't have an ideal storyline, so let's not base. So I guess the adjustment this year is, well, instead of them not appearing on television, let's just have them show up for like 10 seconds in the backstage.
Do a quick little talk with Adam Pearce for 10 seconds and then have her not be on the show.
Fuck out of here with that.
Hey.
Like, you need, like, come on. Give me something. Like, damn it, does Booker T need to move up too? I mean, something, I don't know. By the way,
I hope not.
I watched NXT. I was like 30 minutes in. I was like, Booker is talking a lot more than normal.
Because Corey was overseas.
And I realized, oh no, Corey's not on the show.
Yeah, so that means he has to. Booker T feels like he needs to speak more, which is not.
That was rough. I'm sorry. Again, we're at a point now. I can seriously say this. I know if you watch NXT every week or not, strictly on your Booker T opinion. If you think it's cool, I know you only watch clips.
You read the recap.
You read the recaps. Yeah. You work on Tuesday nights. Okay. If you watch NXT, you know.
Poor Vic. He's doing a good job. Vic Joseph is great.
Mm-hmm.
He's figuring it out. But Corey belongs on the main roster, but he's also there to just bring some sort of like calm to that bullshit. Booker as a talent was awesome. As a coach, I'm sure he's great too, but as an announcer, he's something
Again,
else.
A 3-man crew is perfect. Is there anybody available? Because Corey's going to be Corey's done with NXT. Like, that's it. Corey, main show, that's that.
He's getting extra money, man.
Now it's like, is there anybody else available? I don't know. Man, yeah, something big has to happen.
We'll cross our fingers. I won't watch it live because I have stuff going on, but I'll watch it later in the day, and we'll see. Maybe I'll even throw Reacts out. I'm due for at least one, right?
How about that?
It's been a tough week.
I understand. I understand. All right. We have a programming announcement next week. If you have followed us on social medias, you probably know what the programming announcement is already. If you don't, there'll be a logo and an announcement on here this time next week. So stay close. But that's it. Show's done. We have survived. If you survived this show, God bless you.
We know you just sneezed, so God bless you.
Yeah. Get away from the pepper. Step away.
Pepper.
You know, somebody came to my door the other day. It was one of those like sales or the try to sell you on like gas or whatever, like the rip off. Somebody let them in the apartment.
Somebody
and then
walked up with a gas tank that was full and said, "Buy this," and I said,
and
I don't know what I have to use that for.
And you know, I have the window open, so you already knew I was home. So I answered, and the motherfucker, I'm like, get the fuck out of here.
He just did this?
Yeah.
He didn't say anything?
He didn't say nothing. He was an actual representative who
went to Shuttler's uniform before and got something to wear.
And I know, and he shows up once every 6 months, and some fool let him. He waits until somebody shows up to the apartment complex, and then he sneaks in, knocks on doors, trying to get people to sign off on illegal stuff. And you know I wasn't buying. He was like, look at these.
And I was like, look at this.
I'm like, look at this. We're still rolling.
Boy, that was a mistake.
Boy, that was a big mistake.
Good night, everybody.
Good
I know
night.
it's probably the morning, but maybe you work third shift, so go to bed.
Yeah, go to bed.
Little bitch. Oh.